Hey, it's good to see you. Today's Monday, December 18th, 2023. Stronghold Digital Mining closed up over 15%, nearly $6 a share on volume north of 700,000 shares. The thing is, it's hard for me to get super duper excited given the fact we've been here before. Hey, as a goal, why don't we try to get to 10 bucks a share? Why don't we try to take out the 52-week high, which stands at about $12, I believe, and 50 cents a share, give or take a little bit. Why don't we get to $15 a share? Then let's set our sights on $20 a share, right? Let's finally get this thing moving. It's a process. Some, near-term catalysts that I do believe, in my opinion, could propel the stock tremendously higher are, first and foremost, a true change in interest rates here in the United States, to the extent the Federal Reserve is just going to drop the bottom out of interest rates and we're going to see them start to come down. I think that's going to be very good for equities, as we've already started to see. I also believe that if I believe on January 10th, 2024, we do at long last see the approval of a spot Bitcoin ETF, I do think that's going to bode very, 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 very well for the price of Bitcoin. Remember, there are those that might say, hey, buy the rumor, sell the fact. But the fact of the matter is, to the extent you have 10 ETFs that all suddenly need to start buying Bitcoin, right, to actually fulfill their mission of being an exchange traded fund that holds Bitcoin, right? Well, that's going to probably represent a lot of Bitcoin buying. If you also then consider that the Bitcoin halving event, which is likely to take place in April, will essentially cut in half the amount of Bitcoin that's being rewarded to miners, well, that also kind of means that miners will be selling less Bitcoin. Yes, it's true there are some Bitcoin mining companies that hold all of their Bitcoin. They don't sell any of it, but quite a number of them, including Stronghold Digital Mining, sell their Bitcoin because obviously, right, as an ongoing operation, you need to sell the Bitcoin to have fiat dollars to pay bills, right, and to be a going concern, so to speak. But the halving event is essentially going to mean that there's less selling on the part of Bitcoin miners. I mean, who's selling the past 6 months or so? I don't know that it's necessarily long-term hodlers throwing in the towel saying, I'm going to sell my Bitcoin. It's, I think, arguably mostly publicly traded and even some private Bitcoin mining companies, right? That they mine the Bitcoin, but they need to sell it so that they can help cover their operating expenses. Once the halving takes place, that's going to essentially, the amount of Bitcoin that's being sold gets cut in half. Tie that in with ETFs that will be ramping up operations of their own, buying up a bunch of Bitcoin. I think that could be a very interesting dynamic. So bottom line, yeah, it's awesome that shares of Stronghold Digital Mining were up today. I'm definitely happy about that. But it's hard for me to be legitimately over the moon, super excited, just given the fact we've kind of done, been there, done that, right? Let's get to 10 bucks a share. Let's get to $17 a share, right? Isn't that Chase White over at Compass Point in his professional determination, right? That's his price target for shares of Stronghold Digital Mining. I don't think it's inappropriate or, kind of like being irrational to say, hey, $17 a share as a price target is what we all as shareholders, as co-owners of this business, we should be rooting for that. Yes, it's great. We were up 79, 80 cents today. That's awesome. Hey, let's get to 17. Let's get to 20. Let's get to 25, right? Okay, with all of that said, let's be positive. Let's be great. And we'll see each other again tomorrow.